Most membership sites fail not because they lack effort, but because they miss the mark on 3 critical areas. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those mistakes are and, more importantly, how to fix them. If you've ever felt stuck or unsure about how to grow your membership, this video is for you. Let's dive in. The growth of your membership is dependent on 3 factors. Number 1, your ability to attract new members. Number 2, your ability to convert people who are interested into becoming paying members. And number 3, your ability to keep members happy and paying. Now, how do I know this? Back in 2008, I started my first software company, and we ended up serving over 70,000 membership site owners and community leaders. And with that, afterwards, I then took all that I learned, and I have since been sharing it with other business owners just like yourself, teaching best practices of how to launch, grow, and scale a highly profitable membership. We've had over 17,000 people go through our signature program called the Membership Experience. There are really 2 kinds of membership site owners. Ones with no strategy who launch and see their sales either taper off or plateau, or those who have a strategy and see a growth curve that looks like a staircase like you see on the screen here. Back in the day, I had a brand called My Idea Guy, and it looked a little something like this. And I was trying to help all people, all entrepreneurs, with all marketing. Growing this business was really hard because it felt like pushing a boulder up a hill. Nobody knew how to refer me. Nobody knew the value that I was bringing to the table. And therefore, it was really, really hard to get clients, customers, etc. Be specific, grow faster. You got to answer these 3 questions. Number 1, who specifically is your membership for? It shouldn't be for everybody. It should be for a very specific person. What specific problem are you solving? The more specific, the better and easier it is for people to understand the value you provide. And then the last question is the most important. How specifically will someone's life be better or different after joining your membership? If you can't answer that question, your market won't be able to either. And if they can't answer it, consciously or subconsciously, they're not going to join. So let's take a look at a specific example. Here's Bonnie Snowden, also in the UK, fabulous artist. But look at what she does. She's so specific. She teaches people how to draw realistic animals with colored pencils. She teaches people how to draw realistic animals with colored pencils. Like, talk about specific, right? Now, here's what's amazing. Take a look at her art. If you go and follow her on Instagram, you'll see it's beautiful. But this is an example of some of her reels that she posted. But one of my favorite reels that she posted was last year. She took a screenshot, or she took these pictures of herself and documenting her timeline. And you can see here, one of them was from 2021 when she launched her membership. It crossed $1 million 2 years later. $1 million 2 years later. Why? Because she was specific. She solves a specific problem. And so get specific and you'll grow faster. Number 2, nail the transformation. When we're talking about nailing the transformation, one of the exercises I highly recommend you do is brainstorming your messaging map. And what we're trying to do here is create contrast between your audience's now world and their future world. So what do I mean by that? Well, we want to paint a picture of what somebody is experiencing in their now world. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are they doing? And what are the ripple effects of those thoughts, feelings, and actions in their life? And then we want to contrast that to the future world of what they would be thinking, feeling, and doing differently after experiencing your transformation. When you nail this transformation and communicate it clearly, people will naturally bridge the gap in understanding that they can go from their now world to their future world because of your membership. So let's take a look at an example. If our market was helping dads become great fathers and we were mapping out what they're thinking, feeling, and doing, we might put single words or short phrases like you see on the screen. New dad might feel overwhelmed. He might feel confused and frightened. He might be questioning whether he can do this and be a father. He might even be afraid to even hold the baby or touch the baby because he's afraid he might hurt it. And he might be thinking, I can't breastfeed. What good am I? He might be feeling guilty about that fact. And he might also have an increased feeling of, oh my gosh, I got to protect and provide. And because of that, he might start working a lot more. Now, because he starts working more, it actually creates separation with his wife. And then there's the tension and pressure that the baby is just kind of like taking over their lives. And he's not getting any sleep. Nobody's getting any sleep. Everyone's cranky. They're edgy. The relationship with his wife becomes tense. He almost starts to feel bitter towards the baby and avoids spending time with his family. We're just making a list of short words and phrases that help describe what this person is thinking, feeling, and doing. Now, if I were to contrast that on the other side, after being in a membership that helps new dads become great fathers, he might feel calm, clear. He might feel confident in his ability to be a great dad. He might find ways to work with his wife to be able to care for the baby, finding that healthy balance between work and family, really spending quality time together. So much so that the baby has actually brought them as a couple closer. It's deepened his relationship with his wife. And as the baby grows, he has a beautiful relationship with your child, one where the child loves you and loves being with you. When they see you, when you come home from work, they come running with hugs. People compliment him all the time on his family. Do you see that contrast between those two worlds? When we can describe that transformation clearer than they even might be able to describe it themselves, it naturally is going to pull people into our membership. Sell the path, not the stuff. When I'm talking about selling the path and not the stuff, I'm talking about something that we refer to as a success path. And what we want people to realize in a membership is that progress happens over time. And so this is where a success path comes into play. Because the reality is most people, they want to go from where they are to where they want to be as quickly as possible. But most memberships are just full of a whole bunch of content. And as a result, the pressure and weight is on your member to figure out what are the few pieces of content that are relevant to them right now. And what I want to propose is that you instead do the thinking for your members and create the fastest path to success. So how do you do that? Well, you map out the transformation. And so it means that you're going to have a starting point and you're going to take it all the way to the final outcome. And then you're going to break that journey down into multiple stages. And in doing that, now it brings clarity and focus for people to know where they should put their energy. So what would it look like for, let's say, the guitar market? Well, maybe somebody just bought a guitar and the final outcome is they want to be a campfire hero. You know, that person who is sitting around with their friends at the campfire and their friends can shout out a song and this person just knows how to play it right away. Well, here's the reality. Somebody's not going to go from just buying a guitar to becoming a campfire hero like that, right? It's going to take time. And so that's what we want to map out in these different stages. If you're seeing slow or stagnant growth in your membership, it's time to shift gears. Focus on being specific, clearly communicating the transformation and guiding your members step by step. These changes can transform not only your membership, but also the lives of those you serve. Let's keep the momentum going. Check out this next video where I share how to price your membership site. It's packed with proven pricing strategies that will completely change the way you approach pricing your membership. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.